Hey, summer friends, Olivia here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to another speed build. Today we're doing a holiday-ish vibes house, pretty much. They are having a holiday dinner, so you'll see that come about. I did start this out by thinking, hey, I'm going to do like really cool 90s or Y2K-y type of vibes. Definitely went a different direction. So it's like the entire house is like super like farmhouse-y-ish kind of. And then the bathroom is like Y2K kind of. So it's kind of weird, but hey, we're all about weird here, aren't we? So anyway, welcome. How are you? I hope you're doing amazing. All good here. All I wanted to do today was Sims. I'm just like, yeah. Cool. I want to play Sims. Cool. Oh, yeah, cool. I want to play Sims. So I'm glad to be off work, let me tell you. And playing has, just as usual, it always gets me. It's a creative outlet that I will never get sick of it. I think about it all the time. But like, I mean, I've been playing Sims since what, 2003? I have to Google that. I think, let me see. I'm pretty sure. You know when you have to Google something, you're so freaking slow. Original release date, February 4th of 2000. Okay. So like 24-ish years ago. So it's like a, long standing relationship here. We're serious. And, I love it. I always love it. I always come back to it. There'll be times in my life where, I venture off or whatever. And then here I am loving it. And what's even freaking awesomer is seeing my kids like it. Like that is a game that has stood the times. Like it is still relevant and amazing. It's so cool. Speaking of which, I am nerding out because my middle she's into reading. She really is a really good reader, and her teacher always tells us that. And even this year, like she's fifth grader, she is in it. And one thing that I love so much is she started last week Harry Potter. Like I was geeking out. I tried so hard to act cool. Like, oh wow, cool. I was like freaking out. It is so cool to have your kids into things that you are into or were into, right? And like there's nothing better. And so anyway, she's starting Harry Potter, and she ended up asking if she can download Audible. She had to read 9 chapters over this Thanksgiving break, and I was like, heck yeah, girl. And then now she's like obsessed with the fact that she can like clean her room or like do her nails, and she can listen to a book. And I'm like, I know, like this is what life's all about. I'm just having so much fun being a mom. It's like, not to get on this rant because you probably don't care, but like it's just so fun when they're like older like this, because I know when they're little, it's so hard to find a norm because they're constantly like going to the next thing. And I think that's if I put the nail on the head, that's what it is. It is that when they're little, it's really, we're talking toddler ages, and even like first, second, whatever grade, it's hard because they're still like changing almost daily, and there's things you're just trying to figure it out. And so like it's almost like I feel like now today I finally give myself permission to like enjoy this whole thing. I'm out and about wearing those freaking millennial jeans and a mama sweatshirt. You guarantee it, because I am so in it. I am all about it, and I don't think I could be all about it before, and it probably was a lot to do with like my age maybe. But I think, yeah, when my oldest I was 21. So not like I was young, but, per se. But I think it was just like I was also like I was in survival mode. And so it's hard to like be in anything when you are trying to survive. You know what I mean? So now that like things are different, it's just like, yeah, we have these 3 kids. They're so fun to freaking hang out with. I love to hang out with them. They're a hoot. They make me laugh so hard. And it's just fun being their mom. I'm just enjoying it. So anywho, we are definitely doing holiday vibes in here. So what I had a hard time with is finding good Christmas trees. Like I don't know what it is, but like I feel like I'm in a CC rut here on The Sims because last year I had so many good options. I don't know where they all went. If you guys have, if you're hoarding some Christmas CC, let your girl know, because I wasn't exactly, maybe it's too early. This is a week before Thanksgiving when I'm recording this, so maybe it's just too early. I don't know. You'd think some of the old stuff would still be out there. I couldn't find any. Well, that's a lie. I found some. I just didn't find as much as I'm used to finding. Like before, like you get on TSR or whatever, or like I use CurseForge, you get on there and it's like, it's almost like Christmas threw up everywhere. But now I'm just like, oh, it's like kind of, I don't know, a little bit less Christmas-y than norm. This living room just, it seems cozy to me. Like I would love to come here and just hang out. Like the rug, I love the texture. That I think that's Sims for Luxury. I could be wrong. It seems like her style. I say her, it could be a him. Sorry, don't want to misgender anybody, but Sims for Luxury, it seems like that it might be their rug. I don't know, but I love the texture. I just thought it was so cool. Anyway, this living room to me is like, hey, come and hang out. Didn't put a TV on purpose. Sometimes not all living rooms need a TV. I went like 2.5 years without our living room having one. Now that it has one, it makes sense. It's like, yeah, this is a place to come relax. I get that. And when you're relaxing, you're probably watching TV or gaming or something. So it makes sense. But I also understand having a living room that doesn't have it. It's kind of a place to go read or hang out or chit chat, So anyway, no TV here, but I'm about to put a table behind here. I did that because I thought, you know what? It'd be so cool to like play like some board games, in like a really nice stylish kind of setting. So I was like, oh, let me go ahead and use my favorite chairs of all time. Hello. Love them. And we'll have like a little Scrabble sesh going on. So that's what we're doing over here. I did change the table because the gold was kind of throwing me off. And remember, like I said, I did start out by doing the bathroom funky, and then you come in here and it's like beige, so it's weird, but that's okay. We'll just pretend like this is one of those scenarios where the house needs redone and they've got to every room but the bathroom. Let's just go with that. What's your plans for the holiday? Anything fun? Any traveling? We're not traveling. We're not traveling for a while. The next trip we're going to take will definitely be spring breaks, like March-ish. We're kind of tossing out ideas. It looks like we're going to be going to Jamaica and doing a cruise. It will be our 4th cruise. And now that I spent my entire afternoon catching up on that case where the girl, I can't remember where she's from, but she was recently strangled by possibly her stepbrother. They were in the same cabin, and she was found wrapped under her bed, and it looks like a strangulation. So, yeah, those kinds of stories, when you hear them, they make you think double about like travel in general or just like going somewhere. But I will say that they kept repeating it in these news things and in this like law and crime YouTube channel I was watching. It's like those are so far and few in between on cruises. Think about it. Like there are thousands of cruisers every single day, and so it's not like I hate to give it a bad name. It's so sad that she was found dead. That's terrible. But in general, they're pretty safe. They're pretty safe. But just like with anything and like anything in life, it's like, hey, things happen. But I have felt really safe while being on ours. So our first one, we went to California to Mexico, Ensenada. The second one was, I believe, Florida to Bahamas. The third one was last spring break-ish, maybe, and it was Texas to, where did we go? Texas to, Cancun, I think, or something like that. Somewhere in Mexico. And Yucatan and somewhere else in Mexico. So all of them fun. The fourth one, now we're thinking Jamaica or something along the lines of that, like somewhere we haven't been. I will say that Mexico was fun. It was just like really so Ensenada was very touristy. I would never go back there again. The mountains are beautiful. We watched the Chiefs game win the AFC playoffs, I think. Is that what they call AFC playoffs? That's on AFC championships. I don't know. We watched the Chiefs beat the crap out of the Raiders, I believe, this year, whatever year it was. And we went to, we were heading to the Super Bowl. And we watched that on the cruise deck. It was just Robert and I, and it was our first cruise. And I have to tell you, if I close my eyes, it's one of the memories I will always have. I'm not a big sports girly, so it's not that. It's just basically, it felt like I was home, but I wasn't home. You know what I mean? And I was able to watch this on the deck, and we were actually, we reported there. And like, is that what you call it whenever the boat is port? I don't know. The boat was docked. There we go. It was, listen, we were tied up. Okay. We were tied up to the freaking thing. Anyway, the mountains were in the background. We were drinking hot cocoa. I mean, it was literal like crazy goals. Very picturesque. Like, again, if I close my eyes, I think about it and I will get sad. I don't want to get upset when I just thought about this and I don't even know why I'm saying it here on this freaking YouTube channel. But also, I think a reason why I loved it so much, it was like the last time I remember feeling like I remember feeling happy, like normal. Like life after that has been like so crazy in good and bad ways, all together, like just busy. It's I think it was like the one of the last times I can remember myself like letting myself just like be, And anyway, if you know, it's like there's just seasons of your life that like you're just so freaking busy, and you just miss those times where you're able to like let your guard down, I guess, in a way, or just like not have to think about something that's like important. So I remember sitting there not thinking about anything that's important. Of course, I miss my kids. That's important. But it was more so like I was just able to be me and Robert was Robert. And we were just like hanging out, chilling, watching the freaking Chiefs beat the Raiders. And we were on a boat. I'm on a boat. It was great. And so anyway, that's great. So yeah, all that to say is if you have not taken a cruise and you're thinking about it, hey, listen, do some research. It actually is very fun. It's a great way to travel because like if you don't like to fly, now, of course you'll have to fly to the port if by chance you're not close by, like, Texas or even Alabama. But I actually just talked to a cruise planner like last week, and I was just kind of throwing out some ideas and budgets and stuff. And the girl was telling me, the Alabama cruise, like if you want to, leave from Alabama, because we're in Missouri, I'm like, well, that could be, maybe closer. It's kind of not though. I think it's like a 14-hour drive. But anyway, she did tell me that they're always like small. They're always going to be smaller ships. And we have done the smallest and we've done the second to biggest. So I will say I prefer the bigger. The smaller ships, I felt the water a lot more in comparison. And there's just not as much to do. And I feel like you see the same people over and over again, which, by the way, I got so annoyed. Like with Carnival Cruise Line, there's kids, and hey, I'm a mom, so this is no shade, but some parents are just freaking idiots and they let their kids just run amok through the whole entire thing. And that makes a really bad experience for everybody else. They may be at a bar somewhere hanging out or playing bingo, but like your kids are running around. I think I've said this before on the channel, but I had a little boy in the elevator one time and he was just being an idiot. I told this kid he was being an idiot. Like I literally was so over him. I kept seeing him all day and I'm like, where are your parents at? Like you are acting so dumb. Anyway, all that to say is that it can be a really cool experience. It can be really, really awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into like a travel episode. But yeah, I personally like to travel by cruise because like you're having fun while you're going to your destination, as opposed to what we've done before too is like fly to our destination, which is great because then you get all that time there. But there's so much fun to be had, especially with kids, I think, on a cruise, because as you're going there, you're like still chilling, still eating really good food, all the things. So anywho, I'll shush about that. But yeah, we are planning on not traveling the holidays at all, which, hey, I'm like really into being a homebody right now. So I'm not sad about that at all. This kitchen is like entertaining goals, it's just big enough. Like everyone would just gather around that bar, it, and they would hang out. I could see pizzas on there. When we went to Texas recently and we had Airbnb house that literally was like probably the best house I've ever been in my entire life. And by the way, that's saying a lot because we cater at some people's like really nice houses here in the Kansas City. So, but no, this house was bomb. Anyway, it was fun because everyone was gathered around and it made me think, oh my gosh, like my kitchen's not this way at all. Our kitchen's like really like off to the side, which is so annoying. It's like the main thing about this house I just do not like, because I need to make sure food is ready before people come so I can actually enjoy their company, and to make sure that they're like being cared for. Like I am that kind of hostess. I want to make sure that they're like having fun. I don't want to be cooped up in the kitchen away from them. So it just sucks. But I am a fan of like closed off little crevices and things at a house, like little character, but I am not a fan of kitchens. You know, like I think Robert and I have tossed around the idea a lot about possibly doing a new build. When we were looking for this house, we looked at new builds and we weren't a fan. They just felt so the same, and I thought I would love it, and I didn't. But now being here a couple of years, I for sure see the family aspect of having that open plan. For the most part, I still want an office that's like closed off and that kind of stuff. But I like the idea of a kitchen like this where you can literally be entertaining and hanging out with everybody as you cook, or as you're checking on the turkey to see if it's done, or making a charcuterie board, whatever. Speaking of which, making a charcuterie board on this cute little thing here. It's so funny because, I own a catering business and I do not like to eat cheese anymore. Like I've made so many boards. It's unreal. And I don't know, do you have something in your life that you've either eaten too much or like been around too much you just do not mess with? Like I don't play with the charcuterie board. Hey, I can bring one and it's gonna be really yummy and I know like what goes really well together, but your girl's just not gonna be sitting there munching on cheese. I'm not a cheesy girl anymore. I'm just not. It's crazy. I will still eat cream cheese, but cheddars and that kind of stuff, not the vibe. That's like me and eating Kraft macaroni and cheese shells. Oh, my dad had to have that at every night. We had to have that and another side. And so I physically cannot bring myself to have that. My middle, she loves like the Kraft cups. And I make sure I buy them from Sam's like almost every week. And even when she like heats it up, I'm like, ugh, I just cannot do it. I just can't. All right, well, we're almost to the end. We only have this bedroom left. And I just wanted to say I came back from not playing for a while and I have almost 80 subscribers, which, hey, I know. It's like, I understand YouTube's not going to be sending me some type of plaque. I get it. But for me, it's cool because this is just literally a fun channel to just post some creativeness to. And we gab. If you're new here, this is what we do. I just like play my Sims and I do a voiceover and we talk about literally anything random. It's as you can see. So welcome to it. If you like it, hey, subscribe. I would love it. If it's not your thing, I get it. You probably didn't make it even this far if it wasn't your thing. I will catch you next time.